So for whoever just joined, a warm welcome. This is Federica, I'm part of the Doc City team, and it's my pleasure to welcoming you all to this live webinar of the emlyon Business School. Today we will be talking about the Global BBA program, and we're looking forward to receive all of the questions that you might have. So please use the Q&A section to write your question, and we will be answering at the end of the presentation. It's now my pleasure to leave the floor to Miriam. We will be starting with the presentation.
Thank you, Federica. So welcome to this webinar. Yeah, we, the Parisian team, we are very pleased to present you the Global BBA of emlyon Business School. So I'm Miriam Fatensfar. I'm the head of the Global BBA for the Parisian campus, and with me, one of our best students, Carla Laplanche, and a second-year student, and Virginie Chaunet, one of the Parisian Action Learning mentors. And now, without further ado, let's begin. So, next slide, Federica. Yeah. So, as you can see on the screen, we have chosen 3 words to describe the Global BBA of emlyon Business School. So, the first one, excellence. emlyon Business School is one of the oldest business schools in Europe. It was created in 1872. That means that its alumni network is very important, but also the network of our partner university, partner companies for the internship. emlyon Business School is one of the 1% of business schools that have the triple crown, worldwide accreditations. As such, emlyon ranks as a world-class business school. It's then very famous, well-known worldwide. 80% of the teachers belong to our faculty and hold a PhD. You will then have very, very good teachers. We will present you at the end of this webinar what our former students are doing now, what they did after completing the Global BBA of emlyon Business School. The second word is entrepreneurship. Our goal is to prepare our students to build a sustainable employability. Apart from our alumni network, we will see later that the place given to the internships within our program is very important. Each year, our student, and perhaps you, will have to find and to complete an internship. Each year, the internship will have different goals, and Virginie Chaunet will present this later. And we will present you also the courses, module, events, and so on that we offer to our students to provide them the best guidance for them and for the internship. We will also present you the different goals for the internships, the different internships each year. The last word is international, and it's everywhere, and we will return to this point shortly after Virginie Chaunet presentation. So, next slide, please, Federica. So the Global BBA of the emlyon Business School is a 4-year program. So you can take courses in different campuses depending of the language of instruction. So in Paris, the 4 years are in English. In Saint-Étienne, a city in the, we can say, in the south of France, near Lyon, the 2 first year can be in English, and then the 2 last year the 2 first year can be in French, and the 2 last year in English, or you can take a full track in English in Saint-Étienne. You can also be registered in Casablanca in Morocco, and here the 2 first year are in French, the 2 last year in English. And as the intercampus mobility is very important within the Global BBA, you can also go in year 2 and in year 4, depending on la COVID, of course, and this kind of situation, you know, in Shanghai, in China. So a 4-year program with the first year, with a big focus, we can say, on courses, and a short internship for between 2 and 4 months. Year 2, we can say that the first semester is focused on courses, and the second one, a long internship with action with the courses online. Year 3, it can be very various. You can do a semester on one of the campuses of emlyon, a semester as Carla will do last year in one of our partner university, and then an internship or a semester at emlyon, and then you can go in a partner university and so on. And for year, the great majority of our students are registered for a semester of courses and after a long internship. You can also do dual degrees. We will go back on this later, or what we call apprenticeship in the last year. That means that you will have 1 semester of courses and 3 semesters in 3 weeks in a company, 1 week of courses, and 3 weeks in a company. And the company will take in charge your fees for the last year, and you will receive a salary during other year. Virginie Chenet will focus now on the different courses during the 4-year and also on the different internship. Virginie.
So hello, everybody. I'm Virginie Chenet, Action Learning Mentor for the Paris campus of the Global BBA. And I'm going to explain to you what, or rather how do we teach at emlyon Business School at the Global BBA. So we have the learning by doing, and it's a pedagogical project highlighting experiential learning, which is really important for us and which is illustrates by our signature early makers. So what is the action learning? The strong classical learning is combined with experience. It means that at the same time, you will have the learning by doing and the classical courses. With an entrepreneurial mindset, you will work the both way. And I'm very happy to welcome Carla, who is one of our BBA2 students, and she's going to explain as a witness how she did for the first year that kind of combined learning that we are going to try to describe to you. We also have dedicated collaborative spaces on all campuses. I mean, for example, all campuses have a learning hub, which is a huge digital library. We also have Makers Lab, which is a place where you can produce and make things with some tools. And we also have those 2 methods based on classical learning with teachers, but also much more experiential learning taught by people who comes from a company. So these 2 kind of learning is really are really done to prepare you to become an actor in our moving world. It means that you have 2 different kind of teachers. So experiences coming from companies and teacher from the school, and you will learn how to be very prepared to work in the moving world. You will learn how to work in a teamwork, and you will be really well prepared for your future job. And of course, this is in purpose and is done during the full 4 years. So this is the program of learning by doing that you can have in your first year. And I propose that Carla, as a student, can explain and illustrate how she'll live this kind of experiential learning. Carla?
Okay, thank you. So first of all, before joining emlyon Business School, I was really divided between medicine and business with the aim of working in the luxury sector, and I finally decided to opt for the second option. So the arrival and the integration in the school went very well, I liked the course right away, and I knew that the decision I had taken was good. I was in my element. And the fact that we have experiential elements during the first year are a big advantage, because you can know really what kind of skills you have to develop, but also the issues we can encounter and the behaviors we have to adapt once we are confronted to the professional world. So you have different steps like the field study, the citizenship project, and the business games that allows you to understand better what kind of company you want to work in, how they are organized, and how you can manage pressure, how you can develop yourself within the company you want to discover or to evolve in, but also how to mature and to be more autonomous, because you also have to work in team very often, which is sometimes difficult because you have to work with people you didn't met before or you don't know. So you have to combine with all the personalities, hold the ideas to be on the same wavelengths and to go in the right direction. And the teachers are very here to help you and to support you during the several steps and the several experiential learnings. So it was a very rich and rewarding first year. So yeah, I like it so much.
So thank you very much, Carla, for this detailed and testimonial. And now we are going to explain deeper within a few of them experiential learning. So one of the main important one, because it's the first one that you will have to face if you join us in a BBA, Global BBA year 1, it's called the field study. What it is, it means that you are going to work for a real company. Have written a company needs you, but it's real. It's because we have negotiated for our student mission, real mission that you are going to drive as a team for a real company. It is mainly marketing mission. For example, a company could ask you how to launch a new product or how to open new market for an existing product, but also they could be interested in evaluating their brand awareness, to assess their customer satisfaction or any kind of other idea or expectation for current clients or also employees of their business. So how it works during one semester, 1 day per week. The students working as a team of 6 students are going to work 2 half days per week during 6 months, so very huge time on this project. They will meet, of course, the company at the very beginning of the project, so the company can brief them about their main issue. And then they are going to work together as a team, as a small agency, trying to understand the issue and also to add value and to give a recommendation and feedback to the company. And to do that, they are followed weekly by a mentor, like an instructor, working with them as a boss of the small agency to help them to understand the issue and to answer the main question of the company. This is a great project helping the student to develop a methodological approach, but also to work as a team and also to know how to deliver added value to the company. And I think that Carla could tell us a little bit more about that.
Yes. So to be honest, at the beginning, I was a little bit skeptical regarding this project because I didn't know what this project would bring me so early in the study. So as Virginie said, the goal was really to search and to find solutions or project according to specific mission given by the organization. And this project is really a teamwork. So this earlier in the year was very challenging because everything was new. You have to work with people you didn't know from different origin and cultures. So to be on the same wavelength and build a consistent work, we had to pass several steps. And actually, Virginie was the mentor of my team. And I can assure you that all the advice given during meetings are very precious. So the first weeks were quite difficult because we had to plan a lot of things to understand what the company wanted from us. And you have to comply with all the ideas, guidelines, personalities, and the company's expectations. So, however, this experience brings me a lot, both at a human and a professional levels, because it helped me to be more efficient in terms of priority organization and collective thinking. And it allows me to be more open-minded, to mature and to enhance my professional skills.
Thank you, Carla. You can see on this next slide, please. Yes, an example of a study that we have 1 year ago. So the company for this study was the Louvre Museum, that of course everybody knows. And they had identified something difficult with the Chinese visitors that weren't very satisfied with what the Louvre could offer them. And the Global BBA students working as a team has to make interviews among tourists in order to better understand their expectation, in order to give the Louvre recommendation to know how to better welcome the Chinese citizens. So that kind of the example, but we also have many other studies for different size of companies, from startups until very big group like Sanofi or L'Oreal. So the next project is called the business game. It's also a team project, but the objectives are not the same at all, and it's organized very differently. You don't have a mission to work on during 6 months here. You will work all day long during 4 days for one company, fictive one, with the computer. And you have to accompany yourself, and you have to decide your strategy in terms of every part of the company, of a real company, from marketing, positioning, product, but also human resources and finance. And everything that you can design in the company, and you can directly see what are the consequences of your strategy and decision and action. So it's like a game, and you work, it's a virtual game with a computer, as I've said already. There is many teams in competition because all campuses are working together, the Parisian one, but also Saint-Etienne and Casablanca. And every team is in competition with the other in order to define the best long-term strategy and to better understand the competitors and how the decision can input the future of your company. Carla, could you have something to witness about the business game?
Yes. So I really love the business game. I think it was my favorite project during my first year. So it was really a great team experience during 4 intense days. And I had the chance to build very strong relationship with the team members I had the chance to encounter during the project. So we were really able to immerse ourselves in the hospitality world, because you had to manage an hotel, and with real data and others that allowed us as a team to learn how to divide tasks, to prioritize information, to manage stress, because it's really intense, and also to manage variable parameters to get the best potential and to get the best score at the end of the game. So I would love to be able to do it again in the future with why not different establishments or organization in order to acquire more knowledge, to be versatile, and to reinforce those skills already acquired in the first business game.
Thank you. Indeed, you can see on the next slide the indicators and the dashboard that you are following during these 4 days in order to be the best and to win at the end. So action learning are, of course, beginning in the first year, but it continues all BBA year longs, because it's very important to mix, as I've told you, classical learning and experiential learning. And I think that the testimony of Carla can really demonstrate how it's important to be involved in projects in other people with other culture. And it's really another way of learning, less classical, but very interesting in terms of operational and in terms of developing your employability. So you can see on this slide many projects that you will have to complete from year 1 until year 4. So soft skills driving to employability are developed in the team's work in, as we saw, but also in the internship that I'm going to detail you on the next slide. So 4 years, 4 internships, 4 different objectives. The first year internship is really a job shadowing experience. The idea is for you to discover the business life. It can be done in any kind of company, any sector, any department of the company, and there is no silly internship. The idea is to experiment something new, being a part of a company, whatever, in France, abroad, anything. The second year internship is a little bit more different because you have to participate, you have to choose and to focus a little bit more on what you intend to be in your future. So usually you know a little bit more what are your objectives, what kind of departments you are interested in, like finance, or marketing or human resources, whatever. So you will take part within a department in different mission. This is for year 2. I forgot to tell you that the year 1 internship is 2 months, and regarding year 2, it's a little bit longer. It's for 4 months to 6 months. Then in year 3, you will have to perform. You will still are going to be in a company, but you will have like a genuine role to play, and you will have to conduct one or a few specific missions. And then the last but not least, year 4 internship is really a start for your business life. So it's really a way to confirm your career path. Of course, Carla is not yet in year 3 or 4, but I think you can already share with us your experience of your year 1 internship, but also your year 2 internship you are doing currently.
Okay, so for the year 1 internship, I had the chance to be a fashion advisor at Givenchy in Paris. At the beginning, I was not really happy of this internship because I didn't want it to evolve and to develop my career in the retail sector. But it was a huge chance, and now I am aware of it. And because to be a good manager, you must have been in the field to know and to be aware of the reality in order to know how to adapt your decisions and your action to any situation. And to opt for the best decision. So Givenchy helped me to refine my career projects. I really want to evolve in the luxury sector, and retail helped me also to acquire specific skills to luxury, like the language you have to adapt to each client, but also the self-appearance, the knowledge you have to acquire for storytelling, to talk about different products the best way possible, to represent the house you are working for. And actually, I'm doing my second year internship in Chanel. And I had the chance to be the operation manager assistant. So it's a big chance, and especially with the actual circumstances and the COVID-19. But I had the chance to be integrated in a really amazing team. They are very kind with me and very benevolent. So my manager is like a mentor. He gives me a lot of missions that I can conduct on my own, which is which was very stressful at the beginning because you didn't know how to act, and myself, I want to act in the perfect way because I don't want to make mistakes or to I don't know how to say in English, décevoir.
To disappoint.
To disappoint my mentor. So it's a really, as Virginie said, a participating internship because I have to conduct a given missions, and I'm really active in it. Actually, in this moment, I have to prepare a big meeting, a monthly meeting for next week, and to analyze all the data we had during the last months, to explain also to other fashion advisors and collaborators how we can improve this performance and how we will act, because you have the sales, private sales in this moment. So yes, it's really rewarding internship, and the experience I had in the first year helped me a lot for this one, because I knew already floor situations, which helped me to adapt myself even better and even quicker during this second year internship. So yeah, each experience and each course also are very important, because the business game also helped me to know what kind of KPIs you have to analyze, what KPIs are much more important and that have much more impact on the business day-to-day activities. So yes, it's a very huge chance to be part of this program.
Thank you, Carla. Next slide, please. So the KPI are existing for a company, but also for you as a person. So the key performance indicator is also for you to know what you want to become. So we have a career center mission. We have a career center, in each campus, helping a student to know what they want to become, to be prepared, and we guide you to get a successful integration and also long-lasting employability. So you can see on the next slide with little different tools that we can bring to you from year 1 until year 4. So that during the first year, the Career Center will help you to write your career plan and to develop, to know the different tool, the resume, the cover letter, and also to develop the best way your network, which is very important when you want to develop you in a business life. In year 2, you will go better and deeper in different job sectors, and you will learn how to pitch the best way to present yourself with the best face. In year 3, you will go even deeper in your career plan and sharpen it, and you will build your personal brand, you as a brand. And in year 4, you will be prepared to onboard in a company if you want to reach a company, or to continue your study if you want to, or also as the claim of emlyon is early maker, also maybe to launch your own company. So that's the different guidance that we propose with our Career Center, helping you to prepare you to find and choose the best internship to prepare you for your business life. And thank you for your attention. I'm going to leave the floor to Miriam for her to explain what you can do after the Global BBA.
Thank you, Virginie. So we are going to speak on the internationalization of the Global BBA, one of the 3 words that I show you at the beginning of this presentation. So as you can see on the screen, we had, because for me, this year with the COVID doesn't count really. So as you can see on the screen, 35 nationalities are represented in the program. We have 36% of international students that are, whether in class, in group work, during formal or informal exchanges, confronted with different languages, different ways of understanding knowledge, different ways of working, and so on. Moreover, what these figures reveal is that emlyon Business School also attracts abroad and is visible outside France. The reputation of our institution, of our school and our degree, the Global BBA, attract students from far beyond our borders. This is shown, among other things, by our alumni network, which extends throughout the world. And this alumni network will help our student, is helping our students, and will help you to find internship and so on. So in addition to the nationality of our students, we welcome students who have been trained at the higher education level in foreign institutions through the various access paths we offer. As you can see, we, emlyon Business School and the Global BBA, offer parallel admissions. Students can be admitted in year 2 or year 3 of the emlyon Global BBA, or through the various diplomas we offer. So, for instance, our third-year students in Paris have the opportunity to welcome students from, for example, one of our partner university called ECNU, East China National Normal University, and to see what are the other ways of working and so on. The internationalization of the student body is reflected also in the faculty. Half of our teachers are of foreign nationality. Many of them have also obtained a PhD abroad and have teaching experience in a foreign institution. This internationalization of the teaching staff allows us to adopt a comparative approach to the same subject to give our students a different perspective and so on. So what we can see on the next slide is that courses allow students to think this internationalization through different courses and throughout the different years. For instance, the course Globalization and Geopolitics invites students to rethink geopolitical problems, which have not disappeared with the development of globalization, but which have changed and are even becoming more numerous due to the interactions. And the course, for instance, Crosscultural Management, makes students aware of the influence of cultures in professional situation. For instance, the criteria according to which one trusts new partners, the way one expresses disagreement, the way one makes a decision, sorry, for example. So this will enable our students to adapt to global context, to the context in which they will work when they go on an internship or an exchange abroad. As you can see also in year 3, we have a very important focus on the internationalization. And in year 4, our students can go for 1 semester in one of our campuses abroad, for instance, Shanghai or Casablanca. And in Shanghai, all the courses in year 4 are related to Asia and to the major doing business in Asia. On next slide, we can see that to validate the Global BBA, it's mandatory to spend 2 periods abroad. Indeed, at the end of the Global BBA, students must prove that they have spent and validated 2 periods abroad. 1 period can be an internship, an intercampus mobility in one of our campus in Shanghai, in Casablanca, or in France for our foreign students, an exchange for 1 semester, or dual degree. So, Carla, what are your plans for these 2 periods abroad?
So actually, I had the chance to move to Milan in September for an exchange semester. And afterwards, I would like to do an internship abroad to concrete and to have a consistent project too. So I'm really motivated in finding an international internship. But for the exchange and the future step of my school path, I would say, I always love traveling and discovering other cultures and meeting new people. And I think that it's really important in today's society and for the future, because the career is for your career. I think international is very important nowadays. And what's great about emlyon is that you can really shape your career path according to your expectations and your professional projects with a large choice of international universities and partners. So as mentioned before, I would like to evolve in the world of luxury, whether in fashion or in the automotive industry. And for me, Milan is an incredible opportunity. So being known as the capital of fashion, I think I will learn a lot and open my mind even more to new ways of working. And having Italian origins, it will also help me to improve my Italian and find and have more fluency in speaking. So I think that an experience abroad will allow me to grow both humanly and professionally. And having already had to experience in the fashion industry, I know that it suits me, but having an internship abroad would allow me to refine my career plan and also to discover new ways and visions of fashion.
Thank you, Carla. Thank you. As we can see on the next slide, internationalization presents the classroom, of course, and Carla has just said this, to the academic partnerships we have with over 100 accredited and recognized, very well-known universities. This partnership involve exchange program, as I have said before. Our students go abroad for a semester to study at a partner university, or double degrees. Our students, depending on the interests and aspiration, can go to a foreign university for a year or two, and they will be a student of this university. The map of our academic partnership is vast, as you can see on the screen. For exchanges, we have about 100 partners. The vast majority of them are in Europe, Asia, North America. So our students can go, for instance, to the Bocconi in Italy to study management of fashion companies or competitive strategies in creative industries. They can also go to the Luis in Rome to take courses in neuromarketing, for instance, or they can study family business and psychology and business at Koç University in Turkey, or in a university in North America, South America, or Asia to study the way business is thought of, linked to the area and the rest of the world. So, for instance, they can take courses based on the surveys in China, in Tongji. They can study ethics in business at Nagoya in Japan, or regional development at Monterrey in Mexico. So our students to go to this, to do an exchange are evaluated on language skills and academic results at emlyon, but we are also talking with them about their project, about the final project, their professional or their academic project. For instance, Carla, can you perhaps share how you have chosen your university for next year, please?
Yes. So I first choose the university according to the location, obviously, but also according to the kind of course they were offering. And actually, as I want to really evolve in the marketing management in the luxury sector, the Cattolica of Milan was really well adapted to this project to help me to discover, as I said, new management perspectives, but also to evolve and to enhance my Italian speaking. So this is how I made my wish list for the universities and how I build my project.
Thank you. Thank you, Carla. Next slide, please. So after this focus on internationalization, so as you can see, You can go in for an academic exchange during the year 3, so 1 semester, the first one or the second one. You can do an intercampus mobility at Shanghai or Casablanca. You can do a dual degree at Glendon College or Tongji University, depending on your interest. For instance, in Glendon, it's a very big focus on social sciences, and other courses are in English and in French. It's mandatory to take to be bilingual. So on the contrary of Tongji, because all the courses at Tongji are in English, you have to take Chinese language courses, and it's wonderful. And all the courses are have a very strong focus on China and on Asia. You can do so a dual degree, whether in 2 years or 1 year. 1 year in Aston University in UK, Murray State University in United States, or FGV in Brazil. So this is for the internationalization aspect of the Global BBA. So next slide. The big question is, what can I do after Global BBA? So the answer is very simple, and we will answer here in normal, time. So apart from la COVID. So next slide. So 1/3 of our former Global BBA students will do a master in emlyon Business School, a luxury master, a master in finance or in digital marketing and data sciences. 1/3 of our former Global BBA are now studying in other French high school, very famous one in France, or abroad. French high school like ESSEC, or ESCP. It's 2 other Parisian business schools, or in other universities very famous abroad, like King's College in London or SMU in Singapore, for instance. A lot of students are also in Canada this year. 1/3 of our students have decided to work directly after their graduation. So as you can see, some of them created their own businesses with a student from their program, from the Global BBA of emlyon, or from another school, generally from the ESCP ou ESSEC business school, the 2 other Parisian business schools, very famous too. Some of them are working for big groups like L'Oréal or Cartier as business analyst, marketing assistant, project management and assistant. Some of them are working abroad, especially in China, in the United States a little, and in the European Union, within the frame of European Union, and other integrated graduate program within big company like L'Oréal, for instance. Next slide. So if you are interested to apply, you have the link, and you have all the steps here. And of course, as you can imagine, places are limited. So, and we have on our website the electronic address of the person who is managing the admission, so you can take an appointment with her. Is Angélique Chevalier, and she speaks fluent English, and you can also ask her all the questions you want to ask. But I see that you have a lot of questions. So now with Carla and Virginie, we are going to answer to the question. So the first one of Martina: is it hard to study in English? I'm interested, but also afraid that it will be hard to follow. So Martina, it makes sense, because yes, you have to have a B2 level in English to follow the courses in English, and a B2 or C1 if you are not French to follow the courses in French. So Martina, je ne sais pas si vous comprenez le français, but unfortunately, if you don't speak French, perhaps you can take courses during the summer. You can take English like a summer school with English courses, because unfortunately, it's not because you are taking courses in English that you will improve your English. I'm not sure. Carla, perhaps your testimony.
So when I joined emlyon Business School, I only had a high school level in English, and I was afraid that the adaptation would be complicated. But on the contrary, it was very smooth because the teachers are there if needed to help you and to take the time to re-explain some part of the course. And I really appreciate this relationship even if this year was more complicated with remote course. And I assure you that my English was really improved in 2 years. Because you have all the course in English, but also all the exams and all the works, the reports to build in English. So you really improve your vocabulary and your also speaking. But you have to work also on your side, and especially in the second year with the TOEFL exam. So, and I think it's in second year with the TOEFL exam that I improve even more my English, because you learn some specificities, some grammatical, also, I don't know how to say, specificities also. And you really improve it during the second year, I think, and during your internships too.
Thank you, Carla. How is the situation with COVID? Are you doing online class? How is with internship? Okay, so the situation with COVID, I do think, Carla, perhaps you can be okay with me or not, but I do think that we've reacted very quickly as we passed the courses online very quickly. And we, for instance, for the first year students, we offer our help, our tutorial meeting. We are a very big team in Paris. We are very close to the students by mail, by appointment, by phone. So to answer to the question very simply, this year we organize online classes. And for next semester, at the worst situation, the promotion of year one. So we do hope to have all our students in the campus, but at worst, we hope to welcome 1/2 of the promotion, and the other half will be online during 1 week, and the week after it will be the contrary. So I do think that, Carla, we've managed the situation very well. And for the internship, so it depends. It depends of the internship of the students, the country for the internship, and so on. For instance, but Carla will describe her experience. Carla she's very lucky because she's in the south of France, and she's doing her internship within the company. But for instance, I have another student of year 3 who she's doing an internship with Iran. And she's in France because she's not able to go to Iran to do her internship in the luxury and more especially in the perfume industry. Carla, perhaps your testimony?
Yes, so I had the chance to have my first year without remote classes. So it was a big chance to know and to encounter, to meet new students, but also to have real face-to-face class. But the remote course are also very well done, because you still have this relationship with the teachers, and they still take the time for you if you need. So it's a very huge chance, because I was a little bit afraid at the beginning to don't follow the course with the same motivation and with the same concentration, but the teachers make their best to help you and to still motivate you. And regarding the internship, it really depends on the offer you found. Before going to Chanel, I had an interview with another company in the automotive sector, but everything was in digital. So I was not really happy, and I still wanted to find an internship with real contact, real relations. And finally, I found out mine at Chanel. And so it depends really on the company and on the internship you want to have.
It make the links with another question regarding internship. How does the internship work? Am I able to choose? I'm also interested in fashion. Is it hard to meet nice people in this field? So of course, you are able to choose. It's your internship and your life. But of course, the school is helping you in finding the best internship for you. So we have the career centers, as I said, and they prepare you for your making the best resume according to your career path, and also to prepare the best cover letter, to develop your network in order to find the greatest opportunity. We have a lot of students working in fashion here, so it's not that difficult to find and meet nice people in this field. We also have the network of the alumni of emlyon, a lot of people all over the world, which can help you to find your internship. Of course, you have to meet the expectation of the internship, and we have a specification note explaining what you have to do during year 1, year 2, year 3, and year 4 internship. And we help to meet this expectation and validate in terms of pedagogical objective.
And if I just can complete your answer, regarding the people you will meet, it really depends also on the company you will work in, the values they promote, and the personality of each people, because you don't choose the team you are in. So you also have to adapt yourself and to combine with all the personality you will meet, because this is how you will also build your own personality, and how you will build your professional career, because in the future you will never be able to choose the people you are working for, even if you are a CEO or a manager, I don't know, but it's not at the beginning. So you also have to show that you are motivated, to show that you want to prove something, that you are smiling also, because it helps a lot. And in fashion and in luxury, you can meet really nice people, and I can assure you that the team I am in are very amazing. So it is possible.
Thank you, Carla. So what other question? Is it for you, Carla, is it important to have studied business or math at high school?
So personally, I did a scientific baccalaureate. I don't know if it is the same in English. For example, during math courses in the first year, I was more at ease with some notions and some parts, because I already studied them in high school. And for business, I think that in the first year, teachers are really here to help you and to make every student on the same wavelength, to allow them to have all the same basic knowledge, to go further then, and to improve without having lacks in some course. So no, it's really well done, and teachers are really here to help you to have the necessary basis to evolve the best way possible.
Thank you. So we have a question. I need to speak French. Is there an interview to pass? So yes, you need to speak French if you want to join, for instance, the campus of Saint-Étienne or the campus of Casablanca, since the two first year in these two campuses are in French. So in Saint-Étienne. So as I have said earlier, the level B2 C1 is required, and you will not have an interview but a test of French, or you have to prove your level of French with a certificate, for instance, DELF or TCF. We just want to be sure that you will be able to have all your courses and to success. How does the administration deal with diversity in the campus? So we are, Carla, do you want to give your point of view, and I will answer after?
when you are in the Parisian campus, you have to speak in English because you are very international students and a big diversity of people. And to help you and communicate the best ways possible with all the students, the administration always talk in English and promote English during exchange by mail or in group teams. I think by doing this, you are able to communicate with everyone, and there is no more barriers between French or international students. Everyone can mix, and you can meet people from different origins with no barriers or problems.
Yeah, so we try to promote diversity thanks to the language, but also, as I've said earlier, thanks to courses like Crosscultural Management. But we also promote diversity. I don't know, for instance, sexual diversity, not a promotion, but we support our students. We can organize meetings and so on. So I do think, and perhaps it's very French, but that there is a barrier very important between academics and the other. For us, the administration, we are not going to take meetings, with our students, but we will offer them a lot of services or a lot of persons who are able to support them, to listen them, to advise them, and so on. So we try to support diversity and to create diversity and to promote diversity like that. To answer to the question.
And also regarding teamwork during some courses, you are not allowed to choose the people you are working for in the majority of the class. And I think it's a good thing because you can in this way meet new people and also open your mind to international students you won't have been talking with without this parameter. And also regarding sexual equality, I don't know how to say it. I was part of the BDS, so the sport association, and in the team we were really an equal number of men and women. So the school pay a lot of attention also to this and to promote equality in each, both in class or in association. So there is no problem with it.
Thank you, Carla. So, Luis Villa, does this program has the opportunity of scholarship? If yes, what are the requirements? So, yes, we have a scholarship, but it will depend. It will depend of, we can say, your status, but also at the moment you ask for this internship. For instance, of course, we have the Erasmus grant. If you are doing an internship within European Union, you will have a grant, scholarships. The same thing if you are doing an exchange within the Erasmus frame, of course. We can say that the last year, the apprenticeship, l'apprentissage, the frame within whom you are doing 1 week of courses, 3 weeks in a company. The company will pay your fees, but also will pay you. So it's like a scholarship, and the school can give you also like some grants if you need, some money to pay your housing and so on. Perhaps, and Carla can be also, now that she can testify, but there is a very big difference for money between Saint-Étienne and Paris in France. I mean that Paris is quite expensive, for instance, the housing. So, of course, as a student, you also will have support from the French states called APL, for your housing, the French state will help you to pay your housing. You will have like a reduction for the transport and so on. But I must admit, I'm sorry, but Paris is quite expensive. In Saint-Étienne, the housing is not expensive. I think that you can, for rent per month, you can pay 300 euros. I don't know in Paris for a student, but I think it will be perhaps, I don't know, Carla, but 700 euros, Carla?
Yes, it was approximately the price I paid for my apartment, but I wasn't in the center of Paris. I was near to Paris, so it was less expensive. But if you want to be near the school and in the center of Paris, it will be more around 1,000 euros, I think, per month. So the French state help also helps a lot as a student for the other parameters you have to manage in your life.
Yeah, and I just want to add, because it's a very important question, a crucial one. When you do an internship, the company will pay you. So as you do an internship each year, so it will depend because the first year it's not it's perhaps between 2 or 4 months, but you are each time the company will pay you. Carla, you can okay, so so the last question, what was the subject or task you liked the most and why? So I think perhaps it's a question related to your internship. Your current internship
or the course?
I think so. I think it might be the internship. So a task that you like the most, or maybe the subject during the course.
So regarding the internship, I really love the marketing and management part. Management because you are in relation with the team and you can you are very here like a support. You are not just directing them for the task. You are very here to help them and to make their work more comfortable, more pleasant. And the marketing because in Chanel, I help for client invitations, event organizations. So for the catwalk shows or private event for a big client. So I really like this part too, because you can discover another world of luxury, the back office really. And so it's really interesting and I really love this part. And regarding the course, I really love the business game, as I said previously, and because you can put theoretical elements really in practice, so it's really interesting so early in the studies. But I also love the law classes. And I really love the teacher, Mr. Travieso. So because you can feel that he really loves what he do, every day, and so the courses are really interesting, and because you can share his passion, so it's really incredible, and I really love this course. So I think I hope I answer your question.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. So really like to take the time to thank our speakers for today, but definitely also all of you for staying connected and for all of the questions. So as we mentioned at the beginning, we will be sending you an email after this event, and you will have an email address that you can get in contact in case you have any further questions about the programs or the admissions requirement or any other question that maybe we didn't have time to answer tonight, or maybe they kind of come across later on. So before actually saying goodbye, I wanted to ask our speakers, I mean, it's very hard to summarize such a unique program in an hour. You did amazing, and I think it's such a unique program and prepares you really for the job, for the future. I wanted to ask you all if there was anything else that you wanted to add, maybe an advice to the students that are listening to our webinar, or any sort of remarks about the program.
Carla?
So first of all, I want to thank you all for having me tonight. And I also wanted to tell you that all the things I said were really true and honest. I wasn't prepared before or something to promote the school. I really love what I do every day. And I think that emlyon has a huge advantage with both the course and the practical activities that helps you to really build a strong professional career, and that prepares you even more to meet the company's expectation quickly when you are doing an internship, and to evolve really quickly, because you can have more responsibilities, and you can acquire knowledge really more rapidly, thanks to all the advice given before and the practice you already put in action. So yeah, I think it's I don't regret my choice, and I'm very happy in this course, and I hope to meet you in face-to-face, in real face-to-face soon, because remote course were long. So yes.
Thank you, Carla.
Thank you. Miriam, Virginie, anything else you wanted to add?
No, I think that the 3 words at the beginning of the presentation are very important. So excellence, and we've explained entrepreneurship, and with this focus on internship, of course, and internationalization. And I just want to stress on a point. It's that the word global is global because it's international and so on, but also global because all the courses, are very different. So Carla was speaking of the best teacher of the Global BBA is the law teacher, but the students have also courses in accounting, law, so computer. So you will also have a very strong diversity that will allow you to do different masters, different kind of jobs, but also to have different position within the company and so on. So just to say that we do hope that our students are enlightened students, éclairés, but also free students, that to give them, our goal is to give them all the tools for them to be free to choose their path.
And to complete just what you say, the diversity of the course also helps you to refine your project and to discover other departments you were probably not interested in. For example, I wasn't interested at all in finance or in accounting, and I discovered in emlyon, and finally it was not as bad as I thought. And you can also when you will, I don't know, if I want to evolve in marketing, you have also acquired knowledge in all other departments that may help you to be even more performant in marketing, because you can analyze, you are able to analyze and to understand other key factors and key performance indicators to collaborate and to be on the same wavelength with your future team.
Thank you. Virginia, yes, please.
Yes, maybe said again that learning by doing, in addition to classical learning, is really a way to develop your soft skills and employability.
Thank you so much. I really like to thank the speakers for their presentation, all of you for staying connected, and for all of your valuable questions. So we look forward to seeing you soon at the next emlyon live event, but hopefully I really hope that you get to put an application through and you get to meet our speakers in person. So thank you so much and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much.